Breaking tonight, Hamas agreeing to release all Israeli hostages as part of President Trump's peace plan.
The president responding on Truth Social, quote, based on the statement just issued by Hamas, I believe they are ready for a lasting peace. Israel must immediately stop the bombing of Gaza so that we can get the hostages out safely and quickly. Right now, it's far too dangerous to do that. We are already in discussions on details to be worked out. This is not about Gaza alone. This is about long-sought peace in the Middle East.
The hostages, of course, have been held for almost 3 years. October 7th is coming up this week, and there are about 20 still believed to be alive.
For more, let's bring in Israeli Special Operations veteran Aaron Cohen. Great to see you, Aaron, and to get your perspective on this. This is something that the Israelis and so many in our community have wanted to hear, that the hostages finally dead, alive, they're going to come home. The president has been able to manage that, but I'm not sure I'm as optimistic as he is about the prospects for longer lasting peace in the region, because it's difficult to trust a terrorist organization that's committed such atrocities.
Well, it's good to see you guys. I appreciate you, Jackie and David, for having me on. So here's where I'm at with all this right now. I think this is chess for President Trump. So Hamas coming back and saying that it accepts this deal, wants to give back the hostages. There's a caveat here. The term here is some elements, which was what was posted a little earlier today with this Gaza plan. Now, I agree the hostages want to come home, need to get them back. They've been in captivity for too long. However, I feel like the release of the hostages is typical signaling and dangling for Hamas. They're not agreeing to disarmament. And so that's the problem I have with this. This isn't really a peace deal. It's a partial offer. But President Trump is that master negotiator, and I think he's playing the long game. And I think Hamas is trying to look reasonable for the cameras right now, and they're going to dangle the hostages because that wins the sympathy, which is what they've been a master at manipulating. But rejecting giving up the weapons is the problem, and that's the old trick. So they agree to something soft, and then they stall the process and use that pause to reload. What they want is their cake. They want to eat it too. So the question is, can Israel get back the hostages, and does that open up the battlefield for Israel to go in and completely obliterate Hamas? We'll see. But I think that Trump is playing chess. The hostages are the first piece to take off the board, force Hamas to release them. It strips away their leverage, and then it's reset time, and let's have a look at the board again. That's where I'm at with that.
Well, and Aaron, there are a couple of things that have happened since Trump became president. The main one being that Iran's nuclear capability was taken off the table, at least for a couple of years, working together. That's a huge relief for Israel. But then there were disagreements on other things, in particular the Israeli strike on Qatar, and there had to be a public apology, et cetera. Is Israel and the United States, is their relationship still in tandem? Are you guys working together on every step of the way?
I believe that we are. I think the intelligence is still closely coordinated. I don't think there's anything that Israel's doing that President Trump and the War Department doesn't know about. Look, Bibi's going to be pushy. He's got a country to protect here. This is total safety. That's the way Israel frames this operation this last two plus years here at war. 20 plus hostages still alive. Israel's got to keep kinetic. They've already moved into Gaza City, making that strategic operation, that counter-terror operation in Qatar. That was also very strong signaling, which is, again, Israel can get to you anywhere. I think the relationship is fine. I think that President Trump knows that Bibi's doing everything that he has to do. And Trump, at the end of the day, is going to do what's good for Israel. He understands the significance of this partnership between Israel and the United States, and that Israel continues to be America's forward operating base in the region. President Trump is not stupid. He knows that Qatar is one of the main financiers of all of that terrorism that the Muslim Brotherhood has been pumping into the education cycle here in the U.S., which is affecting other areas of U.S. national security with this lone wolf terrorism that we're seeing here popping off, guys. So there's a lot of pieces that are connected, and I believe that this move right now is to get those hostages out And then let's reset and have a look at the board. But I know him and Bibi are thick as thieves, and they're going to be working this thing all the way through to the end line. And so let's go piece by piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how you deal with terrorists.
Okay, fair enough. Aaron, always great to see you, to get your insight, and we'll have you back soon.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Let me take a minute and tell you guys about something incredible that I'm building and why I need your help. It's called GIDEON. It's the first real-time AI-powered threat detection system for law enforcement and schools. It scans the open web, social media, Discord, Reddit, gaming chats, and flags violent signals before they explode. We're talking about radicalization, grievance buildup, martyrdom language, the exact warning signs we've seen before Uvalde, Buffalo, and the D.C. embassy murders. And right now, there's no system catching it. So I'm building it. And I'm asking you, my audience, the people who care, to help me fund it. Every dollar goes directly to engineering, law enforcement deployment, and getting this into schools and across law enforcement agencies across the country. And so if you've ever asked, why didn't they stop this? Or how come they didn't stop this? This is the answer. And if you're one of those serious guys out there watching this and you're a fan of the show, the ones with the capital, access, reach, the network, and you want to partner with me to seed this mission, I want to hear from you. Reach out to me. Click the link below and reach out directly if you're one of the big dogs. I'm building the system that stops the next attack before it starts, and it's called GIDEON. Appreciate you guys.